What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chuds BBQ. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today I'm going to show you how I made these beautiful, delicious, savory, breakfasty, plump, amazing, casing-free breakfast sausages. Coming up. This is some pork belly. Pat it dry. And what I got here is some pork belly. Picked this up at my local H-E-B. And as you can see, it's already cubed up, well, at least for the most part, but they're still a little too big. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut them up into little cubes like that. And the reason I'm going with pork belly instead of pork butt is because whenever I make breakfast sausage, it just doesn't seem to come out quite fatty enough. And when I saw this pork belly at the store, it was in fact quite meaty looking, but there's still a good amount of fat on there. So I think this should work out perfectly. But in the past, if you can't find pork belly, I will get a pork butt, debone it and break it down and just kind of favor the fat cap and maybe cut out some of the leaner parts if you're looking for a higher fat ratio. But this isn't being cased or anything. This is just going to make some little patties or some little brown and serves, as the case may be today. So I'm not really too concerned about an exact fat ratio. We just want to make sure it's nice and juicy and nice and tasty. But like any time we grind meat, cube this up so it fits in the meat grinder and will chill down nice and quickly. I already had this in the freezer. They were feeling pretty firm until I brought them outside. It's currently 106 degrees outside, so it's warming up quite quick. Tell you what, folks, it has been a hot summer. Ready for the fall, ready for less cicadas and really loud bugs. Alrighty, last chunk. I've got these on a scale right now, so I know exactly how much spice and salt I need to add. And we got right about 3.5 pounds, 1583 grams. So I'm gonna pop this into the fridge while we get our spices ready. Spices for our breakfast sausage include some kosher salt, dry sage, granulated garlic, some ground thyme, black pepper, red chili flake, dry parsley, a little bit of MSG, coriander, and a little bit of fennel. And last but not least, some milk powder as our binder. Not always necessary to use a binder for breakfast sausage, but for the way we're doing it today, I think it's really gonna help out. So get this all mixed up and our spices are done. Now that our meat is nice and cold, we're gonna send this through the meat grinder. Got the small die on there today, we're just gonna send it through. Oh yeah, beautiful grind on that. Gotta love that. And now, here we go with our spices. Ooh, that's a lot. And just get that all nice and mixed up. We're also gonna go in with our liquid, which is gonna be 10% weight of just some plain old water. And just mix that till it's nice and tacky. And just like that, our beautiful breakfast sausage is done. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pop it into the stuffer. Trying to minimize air pockets as always. Beautiful bind on that. And now I'm gonna pop this into the fridge for just a little bit to kind of firm up, let those spices hydrate, let those flavors meld, and we will be right back. All right, folks, it's been just a few hours. I'm starting to get hungry. We're having Brenner tonight, so it's time to make these sausage links, so to speak. This is something I've been wanting to try for a long time. Not sure if it's gonna work, but simply enough, I'm gonna try to extrude some brown and serve style sausages. So all I need to do is let this come out for a bit, however long I want these things to be. A pair of scissors or a knife or something, snip it off, and we've got a cute little link. And there we go. Hopefully that'll do really well on the grill. We will find out. And it would also be interesting to try this with some different size horns, like make some thick boys, some little thin guys. But these are looking pretty cute to me. Gotta say, if you're new to sausage making and you have all the gear and you still don't know how to start, this is a really great starting point because you don't need to worry about casings, you don't need to worry about the skill that comes with casings. So easy, so cute. And we've got a whole little army. And I'm not gonna do all of them like brown and serves. I'm gonna pipe some of the rest into this casing I got. This is just a fiberglass casing. That way we can store it and make patties out of it. I gotta oil this thing up. Beautiful. Just like a Jimmy Dean. The best part about this is we can just kind of slice right through it, pull the skin off, and have some beautiful little sausage patties. And just like that, these little logs are looking beautiful. So let's go ahead and fire up the pit. Now to cook these links, I'm going to do them on this beautiful carbon steel griddle made by the folks over at Made In. And they gave this to me a while back and I learned that it fits perfectly on a mini Chud box. I mean, it's like it was designed to sit like that. And really it's a pretty nifty little setup because we still have complete access to the coals so we can move them to whatever side of the griddle we want. And this griddle is great in high heat, so should be a great little setup. So if you're one of the many people that just bought a new mini Chud box, on sale now, highly recommend picking up this Made In carbon steel griddle. Very nice. I'll have links in the description. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw a bunch of these on there. Not gonna lie, folks, I put way too much charcoal under there. This thing got hot very quickly, and these things cooked in a mere seconds. But they're looking good, and as I hoped for, that binder really helped, and they all stayed together. None of them fell apart. They're looking nice and plump, nice and firm, and definitely brown and servable. Pretty happy with that. And one final touch. Hot off the griddle, we're gonna paint these with some maple syrup, just for good measure. You know, I didn't put any sweetness in these sausages because that sugar would have gotten destroyed on that hot griddle, but I still like a little bit of maple flavor in my breakfast sausage, and this seems like a great way to go about it. Second round's going much better now that the coal bed's died down a little bit. Pretty fun thing to cook, little roly-polies, and it's smelling oh so good. Gotta say, folks, as far as Brenner goes, a big fat stack of sausage, a couple of perfect looking eggs, a little buttery toast. That's all I need. Gotta say, folks, I do love a good Brenner, and these little guys are super cute, cooked up incredibly fast. They also came together really quick, so pretty easy thing to do. But, ooh, let's break open one of these gooey eggs and just give this little sausage link a taste test, shall we? Oh, it's so good. That is just breakfast in a bite. A little eggy, a little savory, a little mapley. Oh, would you like some sausage and eggs for Brenner?
Yes, I love Brenner.
Not often we use forks around here. Bon appetit. These are some homemade little brown and serve style casing free.
Oh.
Little maple glazed.
That is so good.
Pork links.
I think these are my favorite kind of sausages, honestly.
Yeah, they're so nice.
Like a sweet and salty.
Great for dipping too. The perfect egg. Gotta love a good sunny side up.
Got a nice little kick to it too.
Yep, those little red chili flakes. I think that's kind of like the quintessential flavor, is that little bit of heat in the background to a breakfast sausage.
This is perfect. I just got done with a 2-mile walk.
Well, there you go.
In this heat.
Yeah, I mean, also from a preparation standpoint, I guess patties are probably a little bit easier to make, but compared to messing around with casings, I don't know. And like you said, these are just like, these are classic, you know?
Yeah, they're so cute. They're like little sausage fingers. I'm gonna be eating these all week.
Why does sausage and eggs just hit so differently at night than in the morning?
Yeah, the only thing that would set this over is some pancakes.
The night is young. It's like a little meat stogie. The maple glaze on these, I think, is the new trick, because in the past I put maple or sugar in the sausage and they just get really burned up. But these, I painted them on afterwards. It kind of just melted right on too. It's not like too sticky.
It really isn't. Oh, it's so good.
It's a classic.
I love it. I thought you took a bite out of it.
Oh, that? That little guy? I wouldn't worry about that little guy. All right, folks, I think we're going to knock out the rest of this off camera, but I'll check back in a little bit. This is what it looks like maybe 10 minutes later when I say we're going to eat off camera. We're still in the same spot. We just finished all of this. We're just off camera.
I was hungry.
That was good. Might have to whip up a few more eggs.
Yeah, maybe.
But first, I think it's time for the official taste test. All right, y'all, that is it. That is how to make some absolutely fantastic, casing-free, scratch-made breakfast sausage links. I highly recommend giving this one a try, especially if you're new to sausage making and you don't have any of the gear. You can easily buy some ground pork and figure out a different way to extrude it. You know, just roll it up yourself, maybe pipe it through a piping bag or a plastic bag or something like that. But no matter what you do, I highly recommend it. It comes together really quick and is absolutely fantastic. But all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that subscribe button. Let YouTube know by dropping a like on this video. If you do give this recipe a try for yourself, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chuds BBQ. I'd love to see what y'all are cooking. Big shout out to all the Patreon members. Thank you for supporting Team Chud and allowing me to keep making all these videos. And until the next time I see you, please go cook something outside. Peace.